Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. Tony and Grammy Award winner Lin-Manuel Miranda's new musical Hamilton, about the life of founding father Alexander Hamilton, is completely sold out for its entire run here at the Public Theater, and we drop by on opening night to celebrate with Lin and company.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. And yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. We gonna rise up, time to take a shot. We gonna rise up, time to take a shot. We gonna rise up, time to take a shot. Rise up, rise up.
I had the best time of the theater. It's opening night. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. It has been 2 years of hard work. No stress really. I mean, this has been the most creative, indulgent, inspiring room I've ever been in. So it's not been stressful. It's just been a lot of hard work. So it feels like a celebration of life and everything we've accomplished.
What's it like playing Aaron Burr?
I never in my life thought that I would play Aaron Burr. I mean, this is not like a dream role for me until Lin-Manuel got his hands on it. Now it feels like I'm standing in the center of my wildest dream, and I'm loving every second of it.
And working with Lin-Manuel.
We worked together. We've been working on this for about 2 years, like I said. We also did Tick, Tick, Boom together. I just, wherever Lin is the center of the universe. He's a real engine, he's a real star, and the business flocks to what he's doing for good reason. He's the real deal.
When you took your bow tonight, what were you thinking? Do you remember?
I was thinking, because we've had 2 of these, so it just felt a little bit like Groundhog Day. But I was thinking I'm just so grateful and just trying to stay present, fully present in this moment. I'm just so happy.
So wonderful to watch in the show. Tell me what it's like inhabiting this role.
It's a lesson every day. I feel like I get to come and learn something about who she was, about who I am, about the world, and how we can make it a great place. I learn a lot about forgiveness every day. It's great.
And living in the world of Lin-Manuel Miranda, what that's like?
It's like being on the best amusement ride that you can possibly imagine, and it constantly changes. You're constantly challenged. He's just one of the best writers of our time, and it's so amazing to be working with him, and I feel like I have become a better artist because of him.
And then to perform with him also on stage, what that's like?
He's great. He's a great performer. You're kind of always on your toes, but at the same time, you have this trust that is there from the beginning, and that's how you create beautiful things, I think.
And working with this wonderful cast.
They're amazing. We're very much becoming a family. It's a beautiful thing.
So when you took your bow tonight, do you remember what you were thinking?
I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. I was just so happy to look at everybody's face and say, oh good, I can finally say, isn't this amazing? Didn't we do a good job? Aren't you happy that we're all here right now? It's incredible.
You can't steal a ticket to this show.
I know. It's a very, very tough ticket to get, but the whole world needs to see this, and they will.
Well, congratulations. How do you feel tonight?
I feel so thrilled. I feel that Lin-Manuel Miranda and this cast, they've created a magnificent, groundbreaking musical. I feel as if my book has been brought to this very vivid and three-dimensional life, and I'm flabbergasted in the best sense of the word.
So how did you get connected with all of this, with Lin taking your book and working on the musical?
About 5 or 6 years ago, I met Lin-Manuel Miranda. Lin told me that he read my biography of Alexander Hamilton, and as he was reading it on vacation, hip-hop songs started rising off the page. And needless to say, I was rather surprised. I really didn't know if hip-hop would fit the mood of a story about the founding fathers. But I feel like it fits it exactly, because what he's created through this, he enables us to feel the energy, the idealism, the urgency, and at times the anger of a revolutionary world, which he has magnificently recreated.
And what has it been like for you following the process along the line?
It's been so gratifying to work with Lin, because this is a show that is both very erudite and very enthralling. And there's tremendous integrity in the history. There's a lot of very accurate history packed into the show. This is someone who really respects historical accuracy, where he has to take dramatic license. He's done so, but he always has a good reason for deviating from the facts. But Lin always starts out with the presumption that we should make it historically accurate, which for a writer like me is heaven.
And being here at the public, watching it all happen here.
Well, the public, I can't describe to you how wonderful the atmosphere has been. The atmosphere has really been electrifying. It has very much of a family feeling, so I feel like I've been embraced into the public theater family and into the family of the cast at the same time. I've never been involved in a show before, and boy, everything they say about theater is true.
Look at that smile. How do you feel tonight?
Full. Very, very full. I said earlier in the week, each show is like a dream that you get to have, and then you wake up and you go about your day, and then come 8 o'clock, you get to have the same dream all over again, and it's wonderful, and it's such a full experience from start to finish.
When you call it a dream, I told Lynn that as an audience member watching the show, it's like a dream. This whole show is seamless, from the musical staging, the direction, the lighting, the costumes, the sound, everything about it. So what's it like living in his world, in the Lin-Manuel world?
Well, I've spent some time there. I guess I've got as many hours as anybody, and I love it. I love working with my best friends. I love this group of actors. Everybody says it in an open, everyone's happy. This is an extraordinary group of people. We're doing an extraordinary thing and an extraordinarily hard job, and it's a lot of material that we can't wait to get a bite of every day. It's fantastic.
Talk about the role that you play.
George Washington. Okay, you get any bigger, I don't know who it would be. I really don't. A fascinating character, a fascinating man, a man burdened with the weight of his own awareness of history and of his present tense and his future tense in every imaginable way. Found a way not to lose. Ultimately, dealt with his loss and found a way to allow everyone to rise to the occasion when he needed them the most. Pretty extraordinary individual. Definitely worthy of the veneration that we ascribe to him.
You inhabit him so beautifully. Was there something specific that unlocked him for you? Like you said, I'm playing George Washington.
I think it's knowing that when you have a relationship with someone like an Alexander Hamilton, you see so much. You see a lot of yourself, you see a lot of promise, you see an unlimited amount of potential. You have no idea how to harness it, except to give them one thing to do at a time and pray that they just don't want to get too far away. You keep them close to you until you're comfortable with the idea that they can do it on their own.
Okay, a lot of your friends are in this cast, playing this show with these people you know what that's like.
It doesn't feel like work, I'll tell you that much. It doesn't.
Congratulations. How do you feel tonight?
I'm just through the roof, man. It's an honor. It's an honor to get to come here and say these words. You know, Lynn wrote a monster, and we're just trying to do it justice. So.
Talk about the roles that you play.
Oh man, Lafayette and Thomas Jefferson, man. It's great. It's great to get to both be one of Hamilton's closest friends and compatriots, and then leave for France at the end of the war, and come back from France as Thomas Jefferson, and as we've painted him, just be a gregarious, charismatic, exciting guy. And his charisma is literally the only thing that gives him a chance to hold on to someone like Hamilton, who's always like 3 steps ahead of him, right? So it's just, the rap battles are amazing, getting to do that with Lynn every night is it's so fun.
And singing Lin-Manuel's material or inhabiting it, what that means to you?
It's a very rare thing to get to bring all of yourself to a project. So Lynn writes in a way that allows you to not leave anything at home. You just bring everything that you have to the table and then step that up a couple other notches. So that's what that's like. It's the best. You never get to do stuff like this.
Beautiful night, yeah.
Tell me what tonight meant to you.
An extraordinary event, opening Hamilton. This beautiful, extraordinary creation by Lin-Manuel Miranda and directed by Tommy Kail. Choreography, Andy Blankenbuehler. These guys are genius, and I feel extraordinarily lucky to be a part of it.
How did this all happen for you, this musical?
Well, actually, a while ago, Lynn was working on the first act, and miraculously, I got the call from him and said, hey, and from Tommy actually, and said, do you want to come in and just see what we have for this first act of this thing? And so from there, I was kind of part of the stew, thankfully, and so it was a long gestation for them. But I was in it at pivotal points along the way, so I'm lucky to be here now.
Talk about this wonderful role you get to play.
It's a gem. It's a gem of a role. King George III, who comes in and just makes his points very clear about how he feels about these trifling colonists and all their needs and desires. But it is so beautifully constructed in terms of what the character's function is and how it's written and how funny it is, and it's teed up so beautifully. It is the biggest gift an actor could get, so I thank Lynn for that profusely and constantly.
What a wonderful night of theater going. How do you feel tonight?
That's amazing. This show is just so special and such good hands with the whole team. The whole team is so close and we're such good friends, and the work is just so honest that it's been an amazing ride.
It's so beautiful. It's seamless, this show, from the second it starts. Was that a challenge to find, or how did it all blend together so beautifully between musical staging and direction?
You know, the score is just so thorough. I just follow the lead of the blueprint, and Tommy and I really speak the same language. Lynn's vocabulary is such a clean blueprint, and with Alex's work, the music is just so clear that it just takes us on our path, and you know, it doesn't hurt that the music is from beginning to end. So it's basically a big old ballet, so it's been just wonderful.
What's been the biggest highlight for you with working on this show?
You know, it's just great to be in a group of people that we know each other all so well. We finish each other's sentences, and we love each other's work and trust each other's work. So it's been a very safe environment for us, and we've all been able to do just our best work.
When did you get involved in the process?
They brought me on board a couple years ago, but there wasn't much to do yet until they finished the writing, and I started choreographing about a year ago.
And working with this cast?
The cast is the best. It's the best. I mean, it's the best cast I've ever been around. Every person, and somebody just said to me, way over in the dark, they saw somebody doing something amazing. That's the way this cast is. No matter if they're in the spotlight or way over to the side, they craft each moment like it's the end of the world.
So when the cast was taking their bow tonight, what was going through your mind?
I'm just so blessed. I'm so blessed. I mean, this show is of historical matter, but it's about what we live every day. And I'm a father with 2 kids, and those things are so relevant in this show. And I'm just so proud to be involved with this.
I had the best time at this show. What is it like for you doing it?
I'm having the best time. It feels like a big whopping blessing. Like the whole time you just want to say thank you, and then try to, you know, it starts and it kind of carries you along. It feels like we can't break it, but we can like lift up with it. It's like nothing else.
What's it like living in the world of Lin-Manuel?
Oh, Lin-Manuel. He's a genius, and everyone knows that. And when you come see this, I think it is distractingly. It's a distracting feeling that you have when you're watching this, which means you have to come again. But I think the best thing about him is that his spirit is even bigger than his brain. He's just a wonderfully talented actor, and he's a big dork, and he's a great friend. And I just love knowing him as a person.
And playing this role, what she means to you.
Oh my God. Angelica Schuyler, I was saying to my husband the other night, it's an opportunity to stand on the stage and love somebody else, like love another woman, like I love my sister, and love this man, and go between those two things. It's kind of a surprising love triangle. I think that when you come to see the show that you're going to see a story about Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton. I think one of the surprises is seeing how strong and beautiful the women are.
When you took your bow tonight, do you remember what you were thinking?
I was thinking we just did 10 shows in a row, and we made it to the end, and it still feels like I got something as opposed to that I'm spent. That's how it feels when you do it. You feel like you received something. It's a gift.
It's an incredible journey, an emotional journey you take us on in the show, all of you. It's pretty wild to get that feeling between audience and all of you up there. It's pretty amazing.
It is. I'm always the most thrilled about sharing it with other people. And enjoying it myself, but I think the best thing ever is I can't wait for every new group of people to experience this music and this story of this man's life. It's amazing.
What's tonight like for you? We watched you take your bow. What did tonight mean to you, if you could sum it up into words?
I'm done. I mean, really, I've been writing the show since 2008, and writing's lonely work, and the best thing about writing for musical theater, if you do it right, you get to share it with your friends, and the gravy is you get to play it and you get to see it for a long time, and I hope that's what happens with Hamilton. But it's such a relief and such a joy to get to play with this company every night, and I get to put my pen down and just kind of be in it for a while. I built this cool car and I get to drive it for a while.
You and I talked very early on, all during this process of like the first entire thing. What was it like putting it together here at the Public with your team?
Well, I have to say, the fact that the world's greatest living dramaturg is the artistic director of the Public Theater comes in awfully handy. Having access to Oscar Eustis's brain is probably the best thing that could have happened to this show, and he makes the work better, and it's hard to overstate how important the Public was to the development of the show. They gave us everything we asked for and more, and they gave us a home, and they've been so incredible. I mean, you can see, you just look around and see the support we've gotten, the statues in the lobby, the fake New York Post headlines.
Cool.
I mean, they've supported us every step of the way, and I couldn't be more grateful.
And working with your team, Tommy, Andy, Alex, I mean, what that's been like putting your family back together again.
Yeah, it's an incredible mix of old and new. The brain trust, we have such a shorthand, Tommy, Alex, Andy, and I. I'll come off stage and I'll know what they're going to tell me needs to happen, just based on how it feels. But then we also have this incredible, invigorating new company. Pippa Sue, Renee Goldsberry, Anthony Ramos. It's such an incredible cast that they inspire us and they bring us new things. Getting to write raps for Daveed Diggs, who is a world-class rapper in his own right, is a joy. So.
And playing Hamilton.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty exhausting work, but it's joyous. It's joyous to get to pretend to be a genius for 3 hours.
I wish you could step out of your skin and watch how brilliant this show is to watch and how seamless. It's like a dream when you watch this show. The staging, the musical staging, the direction, the lighting, the costumes, everything about this show is absolutely brilliant. I wish you people could step out of yourselves and turn your eyes towards the stage and see what goes on.
Well, the joy of it is I got to see Javier Munoz play Hamilton twice, so I got to see it, and he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's better than he ever was. He's just incredible, and so I really got to see the show. So I hope I get to see it again. But he's incredible. So I did get to see my collaborators' incredible work.
My final question is, when you took your bow tonight, do you remember what you were thinking?
Exactly what I told you. We're done. Now it's been in my head for a really long time, and now it belongs to the world, and that makes me really happy.